However, we're going to gain a smidge of life here, I think. Lyra Dawnbringer. Go to combat. Attack you. Oh, we're going to gain a ton of life. This is a combo. Now we have lifelink and the life gain trigger. So we go up to 13. We go up to 19. Need some new Commander cards? Well, you can pre-order Commander Legends now from our amazing sponsor, Card Kingdom. Just head on over to cardkingdom.com. Hello, everyone. It's Seth, probably better known as Saffron Olive, and it's time for another edition of Against the Odds. And we got a fun one this week. Angel of Destiny finally won the poll. And Angel of Destiny, it's a card I've been wanting to win the poll, but also dreading winning the poll because it feels like, while the card itself is interesting, the most easy and common way to play Angel of Destiny is just slam it in some sort of like Heliod, Soul Sistery, life gain deck, but that is just not all that interesting to me. Those decks are pretty common. We've played them a bunch of times before. So when Angel of Destiny won, one of the challenge I had was not just being Soul Sister's life gain. Like, I didn't really want to do that. It just didn't seem interesting enough, even though that is probably a pretty competitive way to play Angel of Destiny. The other thing I wanted to do was try Angel of Destiny in Modern. That was one of the big pieces of feedback from the poll last week, is people want to see more Modern decks. So I figured, with Angel of Destiny, we can kill all the birds with a single stone. We play a sweet Angel of Destiny. We can take it to Modern, and we can play it in a non-life gain tribal deck. Instead, this is Angels of Destiny. Basically, Angel Tribal, Boros Angel Tribal, with Angel of Destiny itself being the key piece of our deck, thanks to its life gain ability. So let's talk about the plan of the deck, jump into our game, see it in action. So Angel of Destiny itself, it's a really weird card. 5 mana, 2/6 flying double strike. When a creature we control deals combat damage to a player, us and that player each gain that much life. So essentially our creatures stop dealing combat damage. I mean, they still do deal damage, but then our opponent's going to gain back the life, and we're also going to gain that amount of life for whatever damage we dealt to our opponent. The bigger deal is, if we can get up to 35 life, and our end step, every player that Angel of Destiny attack this turn loses the game. And that's really how we want to win most of our games, is gaining life with Angel of Destiny and our other synergies, and then having a 1 attack kill for Angel of Destiny. So if we're not playing life gain tribal, we're not playing Soul Sisters, how are we making Angel of Destiny work? Well, the main combo, quote-unquote, of our deck is Lyra Dawnbringer. Not only a big lifelinking angel, but it's an angel lord that gives all of our angels +1/+1 in lifelink, and it works weirdly well with Angel of Destiny. So Angel of Destiny, even though its like triggered ability kind of works like lifelink, when we damage our opponent, we're going to gain that much life, and our opponent's going to gain that much life. It's actually just a triggered ability. It's not lifelink, so if we can give Angel of Destiny lifelink with Lyra, we essentially gain double the life. Let's say we have Angel of Destiny and Lyra. Angel of Destiny is going to be a 3/7 flying double striker. So we attack our opponent, we're going to gain 6 life from the life linking double striking combat damage, then we're going to gain 6 more life from the triggered ability, which gets us up to 35 life really, really quick. Plus, like, Lyra is the same way. It attacks. Angel of Destiny is going to gain us life with the damage we deal with the triggered ability, plus we get the lifelink damage. So these cards together gain us tons of life. And the final piece of the puzzle to really put it into overdrive is Aurelia the War Leader. So Aurelia, a 6-drop angel, so curves nicely with Angel of Destiny Lyra Dawnbringer, that comes down with haste, and when it attacks for the first time each turn, we get to untap all of our creatures and get an extra combat phase. So if we can go like Angel of Destiny, Lyra Dawnbringer into Aurelia the War Leader, we get to have 2 attacks with that ridiculously life-gaining angel setup, which is going to gain us way more than the amount of life we need to get up to 35, win the game with our Angel of Destiny attack. So that's a main plan of the deck. We also have a bunch of support angels. Resplendent Angel works well in the deck because, well, it can gain lifelink, but mostly as we're gaining life with our Angel of Destiny, it is dumping out 4 angels every turn, and then those angels can attack and get us more life and work with Lyra. Shalai protects our other angels. Lunvala shuts down mana dorks primarily, but other creatures with activated abilities on our opponent's side. And then we have the meld pair of Gisela and Bruna, 1 each. Gisela, another lifelink, kind of a mini Baneslayer, and then Bruna can reanimate something. If we get them both together, we meld them into a Brisella, which is insane and pretty much just wins the game. Unlikely to happen too much because they're each one-ofs, but still, it technically could happen. So those are angels. They work well with Angel of Destiny. They work with Aurelia. They work with our Lyra Dawnbringer. Then we have our ramp. The downside to angels is they're pretty pretty expensive. We're looking at mostly 4, 5, 6 mana for our best angels, so we gotta get to them a bit quicker. Mindstone just ramps us. Our other ramp plan is Cleansing Wildfire, blowing up Flagstones of Turkir, which essentially makes Cleansing Wildfire into the red rampant growth, more or less, that also cantrips and draws a card. Plus, we can blow up like Tron lands if our opponent happens to be playing Tron or a creature land or whatever. Otherwise, to slow the game down a bit, Lightning Bolt outs for removal, Blood Moon to mess with our opponent's mana base, Maze Mind Tone also gains us life if we actually get through all the page counters, but also just scries, helps us find our good angels, helps us hit our land drops. Mana base wise, we talked about Flamestones being part of our red rampant growth combo. In the sideboard, we have a bunch of removal for creature decks, including some brass tidally reinforcements, more life gain, really good against aggro, rest in peace for graveyard decks, Linvala to shut down mana dork decks still, and then Boil and Shatter Awaken Inferno for more controlling blue counter spell decks, and that is Angels of Destiny, Boros, Angel of Destiny, life gain, tribal for modern. And that's our Gazaz deck for this week. So let's see if it works. Let's jump into some games, see if our plan of gaining ridiculous life with Angel of Destiny, Lyra Dawnbringer, Aurelia the War Leader can actually come to fruition. Thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll be back in a bit with a wrap-up. All right, against the odds time, we are angeling Angel of Destiny, Angel Tribal in Modern, and yeah, it seems okay. We're gonna need lands, but Maze Mind Tome hopefully gets us there, and we do have the Angels once we get there. Goblin Guide. All right, well, the good news is our life gain angel should be really good against our opponent's deck. Bad news is Blood Moon is horrible against our opponent's deck. Okay, so we're drawing Blood Moon, which is bad. Arid Mesa, crack Arid Mesa. Grab a mountain. Play Maze Mind's Tome. Scry. We need a land. Alright, respawn the angel to the bottom. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh dear. Not like this! Not like this! Our life gain angels are so good! But will we even be able to cast them? Oh, and our opponent has triple 1-drop. Oh no! Oh no. Opponent gets in for 5. Well, we get a land. I'm feeling like we're just going to be too slow, though. We drop to 12. We untap, we scry. Actually, I guess we don't scry. Prismatic Vista. Oust a Goblin Guide. Pass the turn. Yeah. Oh, too slow, too slow. Fiery Islet. 1-drop part 4. Seal of Fire. And let's see, so we take 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we're dead. All right. Well, I think this is a matchup we want to play, but that was not the hand for the matchup. We had no ramp. So we had to bring in Celestial Purges, Timely Reinforcements, Anger the God. We get to go down a Maze Mind's Tome, an Aurelia, a Bruna, a Linvala, and all the Blood Moons. Which, going down all the Blood Moons might mean, we keep the Maze Mind's Tome, and, I guess, Linvala is probably the best bet. All right, run it like that. So we're on the play for game number 2. And our opponent also had a pretty 1-drop heavy start. Like, that is a lot, drawing half your 1-drops in your opening hand. Well, this hand would be insane if we had lands. Boy, do we keep this? You know what? We're going to keep this. We're going to keep it. If we get 1 land, we get to Maze Mind's Tome. And then we get to double Timely Enforcements, which is about as good as it gets. The problem is, if we don't draw a land, then we just lose. About it. Mountain, Goblin Guide. Well, this does help. We get to get a peek for a land. If it's not a land, we get to shuffle it away. It is not a land, so we will crack this. Get a Sacred Foundry untapped. Bolt a Goblin Guide. Oh, please, Magic Gods, be good to the angels. We're your friends. We're your friends and helpers. Okay, that's a land. Sweet. All right, Maze Mind's Tome. All right, I think we're doing it. Now I feel good about this hand. Maze Mind's Tome almost certainly will find us another land. And then Timely Reinforcements is just the best. And that Angel of Destiny is also very strong. Mountain. Eidolon of the Great Revel. Yup, well, let's try for a land. Alright, that's a land. We will keep it. Sure. Eidolon, that's fine. Prismatic Vesta, crack Prismatic Vesta. Plains, and Timely. Down to 14, back up to 20, make some dorks. Opponent. Mountain. Seal of Fire, sure. And, wow, gonna go attacking. Alright, we will block with all 3 soldiers. And I think we scry. Because we really need lands, I think scrying is worth it. I mean, good news is we're still at 20, which is a good place to be against a burn deck. And if we hit our lands, Angel of Destiny should just put it away. Bolts our face. Oh, wow. Do they have Incinerator? Okay, that's awkward. Well, scry with Tome. Yeah, that's actually kind of bad. We'll keep the land. Prismatic Vesta. Timely Reinforcements. Yeah, I actually think we might be in serious trouble now. Chandra's Incinerator is a good jank 'em out card. Opponent plays a Goblin Guide. And a Sunbait Canyon. And an Eidolon. Well, we're going to see how good Angel of Destiny here is in a minute. Opponent gets in, gets in. Top card is a land. Well, crack Prismatic Vesta. Get a Plains. Jump the Goblin Guide. Yeah. Go to 14. Untap. Scry. Gain 4. Up to 18. Land to the bottom now. Draw. Arid Mesa. Well, Arid Mesa. Crack it. Thin the deck. Grab a Mountain. Angel of Destiny. Alright. Well, we'll see what our opponent finds. They do get a redraw with the Sunbait Canyon, and because of the Chandra's Incinerator, they can potentially throw damage at our face and still kill our creatures. 6 toughness is normally good, but it's less good when things like Lava Spike are actually Searing Blaze. Opponent cracks the Sunbait Canyon. We could use another big life gain angel. Opponent draws a Goblin Guide. That's fine. We don't care about the 1-drops. We get to wipe those out with Anger of the Gods anyway. And they can't really attack into the angel. Incinerator is a bit of another story. Opponent. Wow. Alright, attacks with everything. Top card. Arid Mesa. And Lyra. Okay. Well, kill Goblin Guide. We go to 7, which isn't great. However, we're going to gain a smidge of life here, I think. Lyra Dawnbringer. Arid Mesa. Go to combat. Attack you. Oh, we're going to gain a ton of life. This is a combo. Now we have lifelink and the life gain trigger. So we go up to 13. We go up to 19. We pass the turn. All right. That was very good. That was very good. Opponent. Another Eidolon. Sure. Okay. I mean, it's happening. The Angel of Destiny is happening. Opponent gets hit with Incinerator. Yeah. We will take it. Crack Arid Mesa. Thin the deck. Sacred Foundry. Can we win this turn? Can we gain enough life to win? We draw. Another Lyra. Well, Cavern on Angel. Go to combat. Attack you. Oh, how much do we gain? Okay. 23. 28. 31. Ah, 34! We're 1 point of damage short. Alright, pass the turn. So close! If we could have gained 1 more life. 1 more. We would have had the win there. Opponent, gonna get it with everything. Goblin Guide gives us a land. We drop to 22. But opponent needs an answer, or we actually get the Angel of Destiny win. Combat. Attack you. This time it's enough. This time it's enough. Hit ya. 30. 33. 38. 44. Pass the turn. Ha-ha! Got there! Alright. Wow, the Incinerator made it close, but the combo came through. I mean, our opponent hand is almost dead. Very close to being actually dead with that Chandra's Incinerator, and we got there in the end thanks to our angel combo. Like, we gained a ridiculous amount of life. We went from 7 to 44, and that was with us taking these hits for like 12 a turn or whatever. So, yeah, that was good. That's what the angels can do when things go well. Sadly, now we gotta do it on the draw. Run it back. We actually had the Anger of Gods in hand all game too. We just didn't cast it. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, that's the good news in this matchup, is outside of... Ooh. All right, we're going to keep this. We need a red source. We need a fetch land. Being able to Cleansing Wildfire this Flagstones and fix our mana would be great. Goblin Guide gets and hits us. Lyra on top. Uh-oh. We might be paying the cavern price here. Flagstones go. Opponent. Land. Swift Spear. Combat. Oh, please red source. Goblin Guide. Alright, it's a red source. Hits us. Down to 15. Passes. Well, we will play a mountain. Cleansing Wildfire. Yes. Get a Plains. Yes. Get a Sacred Foundry. Okay, so this does give us some hope. We will pass the turn. Discard a Maze Mine Tome. Alright, so in theory... we'll see. We need no Incinerator. Incinerator's a problem. Oh, dear. If their last card's Incinerator, it's game. Oh, it is. Oh, my goodness, and that's game. Alright, well, yeah, that's the Nutter Butters. Oh, well, I guess that's what we get for losing the die roll. Ouch. Alright. Against the odds time, we are angeling in Modern of all places. Modern Angel of Destiny, Angel Tribal, and that sounds fine. I mean, Gisela into Angel of Destiny can potentially do some work. Wouldn't mind drawing a way to turn this into a Rampant Growth, but worst case we can Maze Mine Tome for a bit. Opponent, alright, try, ooh, alright, well, in that case, we will Mind Stone. Go. Triumph probably means a control deck, which I don't know if that's good or bad for us. Let's think about this. Yeah, let's just Arid Mesa, crack it. Grab a... Yeah, I mean, we're just going to run out Gisela and see what happens. Get a Plains. Gisela. Opponent appears to have a counter. Hollowed Fountain untapped. And remands. Yeah. So, looks like Jeskai control, Scalding Tarn for our opponent, and passes. Well, play a Maze Mine Tome. Draw a card with Maze Mine Tome. Pass the turn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this goes. I feel like Hardcore Control is probably one of our worst matchups. Cavern of Souls would help if we could find it. I mean, Blood Moon would be great if we could resolve it, but that seems unlikely. Well, play a Maze Mine Tome. Scry with Maze Mine Tome. We really need to hit a land. Well, we definitely do not want an Oust. Draw a card with Maze Mine Tome. Land. Mind Stone. Oh boy. Okay, so we're having a hard time with the hitting a land plan. Steam Vents for our opponent. Tapped. Not a land again. Okay. Well, Scry with Maze Mine Tome. That's a land. Draw with Maze Mine Tome. Prismatic Vista. Crack Prismatic Vista. Grab a mountain and Mind Stone. Alright, opponent's gonna remand. Oh, finding a way to stick this Blood Moon would be so good. It would be like so good. We will discard Gisela. Opponent Triumph. Teferi. At some point we are gonna have to start deploying threats. Opponent, oh, takes down to bounce the tome. Okay, that's interesting. Opponent, getting in. Well, upkeep, Scry for a land. Cleansing Wildfire bottom, not a land. Well, play Blood Moon. Play, Mind Stone. Pass the turn. Alright, so our opponent shouldn't be able to do much of anything for a bit. Although this Teferi can potentially be our opponent's answer to the Blood Moon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. So that's all right. So Blood Moon down. Opponent has a single blue source and a bunch of red mana. Next step is get rid of Teferi before it can bounce Blood Moon. Ah, opponent lost connection. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. It could just be that they actually lost connection. It could also be that our opponent is scurrying away out of fear. Both seem possible. And I don't think our opponent's coming back. Well, I mean, that wasn't an Angel of Destiny win, but I won't complain about a nice Blood Moon win. Why is our opponent not timed out yet? This is so strange. This has been going on forever. All right, so there must be some moto bug. Our opponent's been gone forever. They're not coming back. But they're also not timing out for some reason, which is very weird. Well, free Blood Moon win, but I'm not going to sit here forever. We'll see. Maybe they'll come back eventually. All right, against the odds time, all right. We're angeling in Modern, and we don't have any angels, but we got a Maze Mind Tome to find them, and sometimes Blood Moons just gets people. Yeah, all right. Well, let's thin the deck. Actually, let's Flagstones. Flagstones, go. Opponent planes and passes. Lightning Bolt. Yeah, play a planes. Maze Mind's Tomb. Go. I don't know if our Blood Moon's going to be good or not. We might regret not playing this Arid Mesa. Well, I don't even know if we're going to play. We'll see. Thalia. Well, let's scry. Prismatic Vista to the bottom. Like, I don't even know if we bother to play the Blood Moon. Opponent gets a Thalia. We will upkeep scry. Scry with Tome. Really, a little expensive. We'll put that to the bottom for now. Ooh, Linvala is sweet. Well, Sacred Foundry, untapped. Pass the turn. Planes for our opponent. And gets and hits us, sure. Down to 16. Yeah, Blood Moon's not looking exciting. Leonin Arbiter. Okay. Well, let's Bolt to Arbiter. Untap. Draw. Arid Mesa. Crack it. Get a Plains. And, yeah, let's just run out Linvala. We could use an Angel of Destiny. Alright. That other game finally ended. Oh my god. That game from a while ago, our opponent timed out the entire time. I've never seen that before. Normally you time out after like 4 minutes. But for some reason, I don't know if it's a bug, but our opponent never timed out. They left as soon as they resolved the Blood Moon. And, yeah, alright. I mean, we'll take it. Opponent. Yield of Gwyn. And Maul of the Skyclave. Alright, that's a clock. Well, let's scry. Definitely putting the land at the bottom. We need a real angel. We need Angel of Destiny. That's what we really want. Opponent gets and hits us. No blocks. Down to 11. Another bolt would be fine too. Well, let's draw. Well, okay. That's sort of a real angel. Play Resplendent Angel. That's an angel that our opponent's going to have to deal with at least. Cavern of Souls on Angel. Go attacking, because if our opponent doesn't either deal with the Resplendent Angel or, deal with the Resplendent Angel, we can just start pumping it and making angels that way. Plays for our opponent. And it looks like they might have a path. I mean, at this point, we have so much mana that we have many, many good draws. Opponent gets and hits us. Sure, down to 7. Stoneforge Mystic. Oh. Well, does our opponent have a path or not? Sort of Fire and Ice. Flicker Wisp. Huh. Do we want this to go away? I actually don't know. Huh. We're at 7. But we're going to gain 5? Alright, sure. I think we'll take more scries rather than the immediate gratification. So we get back Tome. Draw a card. Oh, there it is! There it is! There it is! There it is! That's exactly what we needed. Okay. So we will scry. Flagstones bottom. Draw. Another Blood Moon, which isn't great. I don't even think we're going to cast it. But we get to Angel Destiny, Flagstones, Legend Rule, get a Sacred Foundry tapped, attack, gain 4. Wow, opponent chumps. Interesting. All right, sure. What is our opponent's plan? I mean, they can put the sword into play and put it on Thalia, but then we get to chump block with Resplendent Angel? They shouldn't be able to sword 1, 2. Well, I guess if they can sword, equip, and path all. Well, no, they have to cast the sword because we have Linvala. Oh, yeah, it's even better. Yeah, we're fine with this. All right, Sword of Fire and Ice, sure. Opponent equips. Goes to combat. Well, we have to block. Yeah. Upkeep. Scry. Flagstones to the bottom again. Planes. I'll go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent, gain a bunch of life. Play a planes. Yeah, pass the turn. The downside is this does let our opponent attack and draw a card with Sword of Fire and Ice, which I don't especially like. Opponent gonna get in, draw their card. Yeah. We need like one more good draw. Opponent hits us to 8, hits us to 6, draws a card. Giver of Runes. And Flicker Wisp. Going to flicker the Maul and put it on what? Stoneforge. Okay. Well, draw a card. Let's Cleansing Wildfire. Actually, let's draw a card. Gain some life. Okay, that's Lyra. That's a good draw. Play Lyra. Go to combat. Attack, attack. Opponent blocks and blocks. I'll kill them both. Go up to 24. Pass the turn. And I like where we're at now. I like where we are at. Lyra's with First Strike can actually trade with Thalia, although we might just take the hit because the backswing should be the Angel of Destiny win. An opponent cannot get out from under it, and Angel Power. Angel Power. Now we get to bring in a bunch more removal, I think, primarily, and that's about it. So bring in the removal. Linvala, it shuts down Giver of Runes, but that's about all? What's bad in this matchup? What can we cut? I guess Blood Moon, number 1. All right, let's go down all the Blood Moons. Little bit of risk that our opponent gets us with an Arbiter. I would be frightened of that. And Blood Moon does shut down the Ghost Quarter type land, so that is an upside, but well, okay. Opponent's got the Vial. So we do need another red source for these Angers. Well, Prismatic Vesta, go. Opponent. Taking up the Vial. Plains. Stoneforge Mystic. Sure. So here comes the equipment. I assume they just get a Batter Skull. Yeah, going for the Maul. Sure. Now, opponent passing. More Wildfires. Huh. I'll play the Plains. Crack this. Grab a Mountain. Run out Mind Stone. Go. Opponent. Yeah, I don't know if we're in a good spot or not, honestly. These Angers seem like they should be insane, but I'm also not sure we're going to have the mana to cast them. So our opponent is going to go Maul and aggro us. Yeah, here they come. Stoneforge with a Maul. Opponent gets and hits us. Down to 16. Well, I guess we Cleansing Wildfire a land. Mostly just to cycle. Cavern on Angel. Mind Stone. Oh, it's so awkward. We got a lot of mana. We just don't have double red. Well, opponent didn't vial anything in, which is encouraging. Opponent hits us down to 13. And Archon of Emeria. Well, let's Cleansing Wildfire, Silent Clearing. Land, please? All right, there's a land. Play. Oh, all right. Yeah, I guess that's all we can do. Pass the turn. Oh, this is actually kind of bad. We might be dead. That Archon's good. And that Maul keeps this Stoneforge alive, which is awkward. Land for our opponent. Giver of Runes. Hits us. Yeah. And Flicker Wisp mana is available. Down to 8. I'll play a Plains. Anger the Gods. Come on, no Flicker Wisp. All right, opponent lets it go. Well, we'll play Resplendent Angel, pass the turn. We still have to not die to the Stoneforge beatdown, which is actually a worry. Opponent, Vile, sticking at 3. Yield of Guin. Opponent gets in, hits us. Yeah, down to 5. We untap. How do we not die? Like, in a perfect world, we pump this Resplendent Angel, and life is good. The problem is the world is not that perfect. Staying on defense doesn't really help. Like, Flicker Wisp blows us out. Well, I mean, I don't see another... Huh. Alright, maybe Aurelia's our best option. Because Aurelia can block Stoneforge. Well, go to combat. Attack. Opponent, Vile's in. Alright, so opponent did have the Flicker Wisp. Going to blink Aurelia. Okay. Blocks Resplendent Angel. Alright, well, I mean, we're alive for the time being. We get back Aurelia. Well, let's see what happens. Hold Aurelia. Lyra and gaining life would be nice. Opponent. Oh, passes. Okay. Field of Ruin. Yeah, we have enough basics. This is fine. Grab a Plains. Alright. Grab a Plains. And now we might actually just sack a Mind Stone. Sack Mind Stone. Lightning Bolt. Well, go to combat. Attack. Opponent blocks. Yeah. No attacks this time. Play Resplendent Angel. Bolt the Stoneforge. Pass the turn. Come on, Angel of Destiny. It's the last piece of the puzzle. Can we draw the Angel of Destiny? I think we're going to sack the Mind Stone again. Because Angel of Destiny is so good if we can hit it. 2 attack steps, tons of life. Vile's in. 3 drop. Alright, going to get our Resplendent Angel. Yeah, so opponent's staying alive. Equips the Maul. Well, sack Mind Stone, draw a card. Flagstone's not great. Opponent passes. Cavern not helpful. Well, play Flagstones. Cleansing Wildfire it. Get a Plains. Oh, we drew another land. Ugh. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. The fizzle's on. Uh-oh. Pass the turn. Oh, we might be in trouble. We might be in trouble. Opponent ticks up, or keeps it the same. Giver of Runes. No attacks. Oh. Well, play... That's interesting. That's very interesting. So play Cavern on Angel. Play Lyra. Go to combat. Attack. Oh! Gain 4. Combat number 2. Gain 4 more. Oh, that's huge. That is huge. And now we get to finish it with a anger to get rid of this Giver's Protection past the turn. Whew. Alright, now I like where we're at. All we're missing is our namesake Angel, but the lifelink's coming through about it. And the GGs! The GGs! Well, we didn't get to Angel of Destiny, but we got to see the deck do its angel-y stuff. That felt good. Yeah, that felt extremely solid. Yeah, sweet, sweet, sweet. Alright, against the odds time, it is Angel time in Modern. We are Angel of Destinying in the not typical boring life gain way. Alright. Well, I mean, I guess the good news is Tron is one of the reasons that we have Cleansing Wildfires and Blood Moons. We would like to be ramping, but... Oh, Eldrazi Tron? Okay. We are fine with Chalice on one. We will Arid Mesa, crack it. Grab a Sacred Foundry tapped. Well, since it's Eldrazi Tron, we might actually just Cleansing Wildfire Flagstones here. Yeah, I think we do. So play this. Cleansing Wildfire, Blood Flagstones. Grab a Plains and a Sacred Foundry. Pass the turn. Well, Angels vs. Eldrazi, the classic... Ugh, they have another Tron land. The classic matchup. Well, now I guess we better blow up a Tron land just in case. Blow up the tower, draw a card. play a Plains, and run out a Maze Mind Tome. Go. I mean, our hand's not bad. Opponent has a Blast Zone, and Thought-Knot's here? Yup. Alright, let's see what our opponent takes. Can you beat the Angels? Angel of Destiny would actually be pretty sweet. Lyra would be good. We don't want to hit our 1-mana stuff because of Chalice. Opponent takes a Resplendent Angel. Well, let's scry. That's a Lyra. We will keep a Lyra. Untap, draw Lyra. Play a Mountain, and yeah, we're going to run out Lyra. Pass the turn. I mean, Lyra into Aurelia is insane. It is almost 20. Not quite. We're what, like 2 points of damage short, but we can 18 our opponent next turn if nothing goes wrong. Ooh, Forsaken Monument. Spicy. Well, that's a lot of mana. Well, let's scry. Ooh, okay. New plan involves not losing to Forsaken Monument. Opponent gets and hits us. We will take it. Down to 13. But we untap Prismatic Vista, crack Prismatic Vista, get a Plains, play Resplendent Angel, play Blood Moon, go to combat, hit ya, gain 5, enough to trigger Resplendent Angel, to make another Angel, and this keeps our opponent from having infinite mana. 6 mana. Okay, Reality Smasher, sure. I mean, I think this is game, though. Like, Aurelia in the air is just game, right? That's so much damage. Opponent gets in, gets in. I will take it. Let's scry. We would also accept Angel of Destiny. 13's fine. 13 doesn't kill us, and we're going to gain back. I mean, we just kill our opponent next turn. We're dealing like 40 or something. Hell, maybe Angels are just better than Eldrazi. Mind Stone to the bottom. Take our beats. Down to 4. Opponent passes. Maze Mind Stone. Scry. Go to 8. Plains to the bottom. Well, Aurelia time. And I mean, I think this just does it. Go to combat. Attack you. Ridiculous amounts of damage. Untap them all because Aurelia's really good. Opponent dead. We don't even need the 2 attacks. We just need the hasty Aurelia. Okay. Well, we didn't get the Angel of Destiny kill, but that was an Angel kill for sure. Well, I guess our good stuff's already in the main deck. Like, maybe... Do we even change anything? Maybe we just straight up run it back. Like, I could see Wrath being good. Let's go up Wrath, down Linvala. And yeah, run it like that. I mean, that worked. Our creatures are also big, but they have lifelink and they have flying, so Eldrazi just ended up looking a little silly. The Blood Moon was pretty key. The Blood Moon was huge. Or our opponent would have had oodles of mana. Opponent, Tronland passes. No, Plains, go. Hopefully our opponent doesn't just have random, oh no. Well, that's gonna be Tron. Opponent passes. Well, Plains, Tome, go. Oh, save us, Blood Moon. You're our only hope. Opponent cracks Tron assembled. Temporarily. They do have 3 mana, though. Tower. Well, we will Tome Scry. Thankfully, we do have the Blood Moon. Arid Mesa to the top. Untap. Draw. Arid Mesa. Crack it. Grab the Mountain. And, yeah, Blood Moon, yeah. Pass the turn. Tron dealt with for the time being, at least. Oh. Just fast enough, opponent. Basilisk Scholar. That'll be good if our opponent ever plays anything. Well, that's Angel of Destiny. We're not going to pass up on Angel of Destiny. Untap. Draw. Arid Mesa. Play Maze Mind Tome. Pass the turn. So they can still Walking Ballista. They can't cast their colorless stuff at the moment, though. Well, let's scry with Tome. Lightning Bolt bottom. Draw with Tome. Oust. Untap. Scry. We do want to land. Scry with Tome. Alright, we'll keep Flagstones. I mean, we are going to run out Angel of Destiny. If our opponent has Ballista, they have Ballista. Boo-lista. Angel of Destiny down. Opponent. Blast Zone. Ugin the Ineffable. Ooh. Blows up Angel of Destiny. Awkward. Well, scry with Tome. Keep Angel of Destiny. Untap. Draw. Angel of Destiny Part 2. The problem is our opponent could All Is Dust. And All Is Dust almost certainly just beats us. Whoa, no, the waste off the top. And then also all his dust? Oh, jeez. Oh, wait, how is that possible? Oh, a discount. All right, yeah. Well, we got the Blood Moon, but we did not... Wow. Huh. Interesting. Normally, Eldrazi does not play a bunch of Ugins, but apparently our opponent's build is playing a bunch of Ugins. Well, okay. As you can see, Blood Moon is not the be-all and end-all against Tron. They will make their land drops eventually. And in that case, our opponent had... They had the right cards. Interesting. Interesting. The strangeness of our opponent's build, I think, potentially really helped him out there. Because normally, Eldrazi plays 0 big Ugins and maybe like 2 little Ugins. But that's it. Like, that is all. So, definitely strange to see that come together that way. At the same time, it means we might have just had things go about as poorly as they could possibly go that match, that game. Which should mean this game's better. I mean, I don't think Eldrazi can beat us, but if our opponent's playing Big Ugin in their Eldrazi deck, as we saw there, that can beat us. All right. We're on the play for game number 3, and, well, we'll keep it. Alright, so Flagstones, go. See how good our opponent's hand is. Power Plant, and Expedition Map. So, good would be the answer. Opponent passes. Well, Arid Mesa, crack it. Grab a Mountain. Cleansing Wildfire, Flagstones. Get a Plains. Get a... Plains. Pass the turn. Opponent. Tower. Cracks the map. Assembles Tron. We're on the play this game, though, which is a difference. And our clock is going to be much faster. So we will Prismatic Vista, crack it. Get a Plains. Blood Moon. Slow you down a bit. This time I think there's a chance we can kill our opponent before they get to the Ugins and so forth. Plays a land. Basilisk Collar. Opponent passes. Well, we will play Flagstones and Lyra Dawnbringer. Go. Oh, opponent hits a waste. That's a draw. Mana Reshaper, sure. That's fine. Well, we draw. Tome. Well, Arid Mesa. Aurelia. Hit ya. To 2. Comment number 2. Hit ya. I mean, that's... Lyra and Aurelia's a clock. Opponent. Yeah. Down to 2. Can you answer it all, opponent? Can you answer it all? No Angel of Destiny, but when it comes to Tron, we will not complain about winning, no matter how it happens. And I think we're good. Yeah, opponent gives it up. Even if they had Walking Ballista, it's 2 to cast. This is 2 to equip. So they can't shoot out both creatures, and then whatever creature's left wins. And that was a pretty good. Good game for our deck. Oh. Well, we got Ugin to game 2 by surprise, but the Angels came through. Unfortunately, with Destiny in hand, but still. I mean, Lyra and Aurelia, Legendary Angel Tribal deck, can get the job done. Sweet. All right. Against the odds time, we are angeling in Modern, Angel of Destiny, Angel Tribal, and we'll keep this. No red mana, which is a little sad because we really want to Cleansing Wildfire this Flagstones, but hopefully Tome can find it. We'll see what our opponent's doing. Temple of Epiphany. So probably a combo deck? All right. Well, Flagstones go. Boot it. Island. Serum Visions. Oh, is this just like Storm or something? That might be a tricky matchup. And so, oh, maybe it's Control. Blood Moon. I don't know if that's super helpful. Well, play Tome. Pass the turn. Opponent. Digging down. More Scrylands. Could also be like an Electro Dominance deck. No, Scry with Tome. Alright, we'll keep Flagstones. I mean, it's not thrilling, but it does kind of get the job done. So draw Flagstones. Float a mana. Keep the new flagstones. Get a Sacred Foundry. Draw a card. Ship the turn. Bone it. Taking down Ancestral Visions. Mountain. Ooh, Fires of Invention. Interesting. And alright. Alright. Well, let's scry to the bottom. Cleansing Wildfire Flagstones. Get a Mountain. Get a Sacred Foundry. Flagstones. Ugh, is this going to be fast enough, though? Our opponent's got 8 power. I'm not sure if it will be. It'll probably depend on what removal our opponent has. Like, we really need this Lyra to stick. Opponent gets and hits us. Down to 12. Serum Visions. Yeah, and they get to draw a ton of cards next turn. Pretty scared. Land. Alright, well, we untap. Scry with Tome. Gain some life. Ooh. Aurelia bottom. Huh. Well, I think we oust a Rhino. Cleansing Wildfire. Get a land. Get a land. Play a Mind Stone. Pass the turn. Well, what removal is our opponent going to have? They're drawing tons of cards. The opponent's refueling. We did answer a Rhino, which is nice. Mountain. 5 cards in hand. What might they be? Sleight of hand. Okay. That's not exactly what we were worried about. Opponent gets and hits us. Sure. Down to 12. And no more Rhinos? Oh boy, passes. Okay. That's good news. We draw. Blood Moon, not helpful. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lyra. Go. Ooh, okay. Ancestral. Draw and a bunch more cards. Suspends a... Oh, they have Restore Balance. Restore Balance does beat us. Yes, this is tough. This is super tough. As foretold. Well, I mean, the question's going to be, do they have Restore Balance? If they do, we're almost certainly dead. Well, oh yeah, they're going to Restore Balance, aren't they? Yeah, and then we just scoop. Opponent sacks it. Well, not yet. Okay. Well, 1, 2. Mind Stone. Angel of Destiny. Get in, gain 10. I mean, we win the game next turn, but if we get Restored Balanced, then we lose the game before we get a next turn. If you're playing Gargadon, you're playing Restore Balance. There's not really any reason to play it otherwise. Well, we'll see. Fingers crossed. Opponent gets 2 spells for free. Are one of them Restore Balance? Land, whatever, sure. Tons of mana. Okay, so opponent does have Restore Balance. Alright. Well, sacks everything. We'll wait until they actually cast it, but... Oh. Huh. This might be a punt on our opponent's part. Alright, Gargadon. Wait, do they not have Restore Balance? That's 2 spells. That's 2 spells. They can't cast another spell. Wait, are we going to win this? So we take 9. Yeah, we take 9. Can we gain enough life? Opponent pass. I can't believe that happened. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Angel of Destiny. Attack. Is it enough? 26, 30. Oh my goodness, it is. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Angel of Destiny. Double win. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Wow. Okay. I mean, I still think we have very little chance of beating our opponent's deck, but that worked. That actually really worked. Okay, we bring in 2 Celestial Purges. Oh, jeez. Go down 2 Lightning Bolts. Yeah, we're all like that. Blood Moon's bad, too. Maybe we... Okay, Boils. Keep the Chandra in a Bolt. Maybe we need the Wrath, too. I'll try it like that. I mean, the issue is... Restore Balance, we just can't beat. I mean, that's why you play Restore Balance, because it is really hard to beat sometimes. Yeah, I guess we mulligan. Alright, well, we got a Boil. Boil's sweet. We will put, I guess, Shalai to the bottom. The problem with Boil is it doesn't stop our opponent from casting free spells. Sleight of hand. And we don't really have a way to deal with As Foretold in specific. This hand also needs many lands or ramp spells. Well, Plains. Go. Temple. Ugh. Opponent's not even playing Island. Oh, this is a sad Boil. Yeah. Well, Flagstones and Mindstone. Go. Opponent blows up our Mindstone. Well, Arid Mesa. Go. Awkward. Oh, now we're super far away. Alright, opponent draws a land and As Foretold. Yeah. And there's the Rhinos. We draw Flagstones. Yeah, we needed that land to stick around. Or that Mindstone to stick around. To have any realistic shot here. Opponent gets and hits us. Down to 12. Draws a land. Ancestrals draws a new hand. Yeah, we just don't we don't have the tools. We got lucky to win in game 1, but we just do not have stuff to interact with what our opponent's doing. Another As Foretold. Opponent passes. Angel of Destiny, and we will scoop it up. Yeah, I mean, I think this is actually super close to an unwinnable matchup. I mean, we saw in game 1 that it's like theoretically kind of technically possible, but in reality, it is super unlikely that we can actually well, our angels just aren't fast enough, and our opponent's deck is an unfair deck that's all about spells, so our angels can't really play any defense. So 2 Flagstones, triple Lyra. We will mulligan. All right, well, this will keep it and pray for a miracle. We need I mean, it does seem like if the Magic gods were going to favor any deck, it would be angels, right? Isn't that how it works? Opponent keeping 7, which is discouraging. Our opponent mulliganing to like 4 in search of their combo pieces is probably our best chance of winning. Opponent, Scryland. To the top. Well, Cavern on Angel. Pass the turn. Opponent. Got an upkeep stop set for some reason. Alright, opponent casts a Serum Visions. 2 to the bottom. And a Mountain. And a Gargadon. Play Flagstones. Play Resplendent Angel. Pass the turn. Oh, they're not going to play an island, are they? Serum Visions. 1 card to the top. And Sleight of Hand. Passes. Well, we will play a Resplendent Angel. And go to combat. Attack. Hit our opponent for 3. Arid Mesa. Go. Okay, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Oh, opponent. I mean, we're off to a good start. The only thing is, like, Restore Balance is just game. It's just straight up, like, we scoop. We cannot win from there. So that's the issue, is even though it doesn't look like our opponent's doing anything, all these cantrips are putting in our opponent, digging our opponent towards their just, like, I win the game combo. And it could happen at any time. Suspending Ancestral's encouraging. Well, crack Arid Mesa. I mean, we gotta go for it. We do have a really fast clock. I don't know if it'll work or not. The fact that they suspended Ancestral, though, does suggest that they don't have a way to cast things for free. Well, alright. Angel of Destiny. Go to combat. Do you have removal? Oh, okay. Restore Balance. And we scoop it up. Yeah, alright. That's acceptable. I mean, that is how Modern works. Most decks will have some sort of matchup where you're just drawing dead, and we were, I guess in some sense, blessed by the Magic gods that we gotta win. Like, our hand and draw was good. We're gonna win the game in 2 turns, but there's zero chance that we ever beat a Restore Balance. Literally 0, so, on to the next one. Alright, against the odds time, we are angeling in Modern, playing some Angel of Destiny. This hand's okay. Plains go. About it. Forest. Passes. Well, that's not a land. Well, this is very awkward, but we will Arid Mesa. Crack it. Get a mountain. Yeah, I mean, we gotta cycle this. Cleansing Wildfire. And a land, please. No. Well, pass the turn. Well, this isn't great. We have a lot of powerful angels in hand. The question is, do we draw the mana to cast them? Alright, Pathway for our opponent and Devoted Druid. Well, that's a land. Well, we will play this. We'll crack this. We'll get a Plains. Land is good. Land is good. Get a Plains. Blood Moon. Opponent does need white mana to go infinite. So maybe this will buy us some time. Alright, opponent plays a mountain. So they got lots of green. I mean, I guess they can cord slash whatever into their thing with just green mana, which is bad. Collect a Company, Court of Calling, etc. Alright, opponent, collect a Company. Kitchen Finks and Noble Hierarch. Alright, so that fixes our opponent's mana. It doesn't just beat us. Boy, a land would be so helpful. Like, game-winningly helpful for this. Okay, that's good. Land, that's what we needed. Linvala! Probably our best angel for this situation. Shuts down Hierarch and Devoted Druid, and now our opponent's back to being mana screwed. They can't go infinite until they deal with the angel, and Angel of Destiny is coming. Angel of Destiny is coming to start gaining us that life. I mean, one more land? One more land? Get down our namesake Angel of Destiny and go to town? Opponent says oof, yeah. Linvala is pretty good against Mana Dork decks. Opponent. Can get in with the Finks, and we can't really block because of Exalted. That still triggers. Yeah. Tag our beats. Oh, come on. One more land for Angel of Destiny. One more. One more. Well, okay. Mind Stone. Resplendent Angel. Yeah, get in. Hit you. We're not blocking anyway. Opponent's going to Cordex 2? Cordex 2, sure. What do they get? I can't imagine. There's not a 2-drop that blows us out, right? Alright, just another Noble Hierarch. That's fine. I guess this does set our opponent up to cord bigger in the future, maybe? We do need this Linvala to live, or things go poorly. Opponent gets in, hits us for a bunch, down to 9. Yeah, well, we take it. But it might be Angel of Destiny time. Opponent passes, well, we will Cavern. Angel of Destiny. Go to combat. I mean, we are attacking. I don't think Cord X3 could blow us out either. Well, attack, attack. Oh, alright. Get in, hit our opponent. Life is gained. That also is going to trigger Resplendent Angel. And here we come. Angel of Destiny. Pay it off already. Oh, if we can draw a Lyra, we might just win next turn. Birds. Ooh, Birds of Paradise. Alright, that's a blocker. We can play another Angel of Destiny, though. 2 Angel of Destiny seems really insane. Opponent hits us. Certainly. Is 2 Angel of Destinies enough for us to win? Probably not through the birds. Well, Arid Mesa. Angel of Destiny Part 2. Go to combat. Attack you. Opponent's probably got a chump. Chump's an Angel of Destiny. Do we gain enough? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we gain 20? But that's not quite enough. I think we go to 30. Alright, we go to 30. But this still puts our opponent in a position where next turn we got him. We get another Angel. Angel of Destiny. It's doing it in Modern of all places. Angel Tribal. Wow. It's happening. It's really happening. And a foe scoops it up. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Oh, that was so good. That was Angel of Destiny at its best. Well, alright. Linvala in. Wrath of God in. Anger of the Gods also in. Rest in Peace, no. Purge, no, no, no. So we want our removal. We need our ramp. What can we go down? Alright, let's go down Bruna Gisela package. Let's go down a Blood Moon and 1 Maze Mind's Tome. Run it like that. I mean, I think we saw there, we have some like stacksy stuff that can keep our opponent in check. The danger is our opponent does have very fast draws where they go infinite on turn 3. So we're really going to want to try to prevent that. We either need to ramp into Linvala, have a removal spell or two, or a sweeper, I think those are our two main plans. Blood Moon is not always going to be as good as it was there. We can't really lean on Blood Moon to be our savior. To the fact where we might actually go down to 2. Let's bring the tome back in. Yeah, I think that's better. Like, Blood Moon, now that our opponent knows about it and can fetch out basics, and if we don't have one of our 2 Linvalas, it's much worse with all the mana dorks. Linvala is insane, though. Linvala is... I mean, we saw Angel of Destiny win us that game, but... Linvala is the angel that kept us alive. Very good against mana dork decks. So either removal or, like, Mind Stone into Linvala. That's what we're looking for, I think. And that we trust that our Angel of Destiny comes through in the end. That was an impressive performance for our deck. Well, we have 2 Linvalas, but we're on the draw. We don't have ramp. I think we actually have to mulligan that. All right, this is better. We will keep. We will put Cleansing Wildfire to the bottom. All right. Well, I mean, we got a removal spell. We got the tome. Opponent Forest passes. Ooh, and an Anger. Well, Arid Mesa. Go. If our opponent plays Devoted Druid, we got to kill it. All right, there's Devoted Druid. Well, we crack Arid Mesa, get a Sacred Foundry, untapped. Bolt the Devoted Druid, untap. Play Plains, get down Maze Mind's Tomb. And I think we start scrying. I hate giving up the card draw, but we could use our mana to be better here. Windswept Teeth, cracks it. Like, we need another red source to Anger. Spike Fida. Alright, well, we'll keep Prismatic Vista. We probably just gotta kill this. Prismatic Vista, crack it. Get a mountain. Actually, do we? The problem is we can't Resplendent Angel because Anger kills it. Like, if our opponent gains infinite life, does that even matter? Because we want to win with Angel Destiny anyway. Yeah, let's just pass. I mean, we could Anger it, but I don't think we need to. Like, even if they just drop Heliod and go infinite, like, sure, make infinite life. Opponent, passing. So it looks like Collected Company, maybe? Well, let's draw a card. So opponent has Collected Company. Yeah, let's Anger now. Sacred Foundry tapped. Well, fingers crossed. They could just Coco into the infinite mana combo. Yeah, there's Collected Company. How good is it? Vizier, and Noble Hierarch. So we're not dead. They still need Devoted Druid to go infinite. Alright, there's Devoted Druid. So we're dead next turn unless we find an answer. Opponent. Well, probably dead. Opponent's passing. We do get to double Scry. So Scry with Maze Mind Stone. Removal Linvala. That's what we need. Resplendent Angel is not either, so to the bottom. Untap. Scry. Gain some not super relevant life. Flagstones. Uh-oh, to the bottom. It's a land. Well, alright. This is unfortunate. Well, now our opponent has infinite mana. Boy, maybe... I don't know. Maybe we messed up by... angering when we did? The risk is that they could go infinite in another way? Well, we'll see. They still need the payoff. Opponent has infinite mana. Do they have a payoff? If they have a payoff, it's game. So, yeah, I mean, we do nothing until we see if our opponent has a payoff. Once they have a payoff, we scoop. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, maybe we should have held on to the Anger. Opponent. Alright, so they have Walking Ballista, so they do have a payoff. Yeah, I told our opponent, like, if you got a payoff, just show it. Like, you don't gotta sit here and make a million mana for Walking Ballista. Like, if you got it, you got it. Aye. Alright, well, we're on the play for game 3. Run it back. Yeah, I do not know. Maybe we should have held the Anger. Well, we get to play first. We're gonna mulligan. That hand just doesn't do anything. Alright, this hand I like. This hand I like a lot. Mostly because we get to ramp into Linvala and force our opponent to have an answer. So we will keep. We will put Prismatic Vesta to the bottom. Alright, let's see what happens. Arid Mesa, go. Opponent, Forest, and Noble Hierarch. Well, crack Arid Mesa. Grab a Sacred Foundry. Tapped. Opponent could have Path. Path on Linvala is a concern. I'll play Flagstones. Wildfire Flagstones. Get a Plains. Get a Sacred Foundry. Pass the turn. Booted. Pathway. And Heliod. I'll play a Plains and... Let's just Resplendent Angel and leave up the Lightning Bolt. We would like to bait out a path, if possible. Like, baiting out a path and then getting down our Linvala would be the best. And leaving a Bolt is nice. And if we play off curve and leave a Bolt, we can Linvala next turn into Angel of Destiny and then start making Resplendent Angel tokens. Opponent runs out a Spike Feeder. Okay. Opponent passes. Well, Arid Mesa, crack it, get a Plains, run out Linvala, go to combat, attack, hit ya. Well, now our opponent needs a path. They need a path to stay alive, to stay in the game. Pass the turn. Yeah, Linvala is like our best angel in this matchup by far. We'll see if our opponent has the path for it. If they have the path, then obviously they're out from under. If they don't have the path, this Angel of Destiny is going to come down and close out this game pretty quickly. An opponent, okay. Given the GGs, Linvala is enough. I mean, Angel would have won the game if we were able to keep playing, but, I mean, yeah. Don't blame our opponent for scooping. Linvala is insane against their deck. Build around activated abilities on creatures, so, whew. All right, that was a good Linvala game. We got the straight-up double Angel of Destiny kill in Game 1. Game 2, yeah, sometimes you get comboed. Game 3, Linvala. I don't know why no one plays Linvala anymore. I mean, I guess it's not great in most matchups, but we have an excuse because we want Angels to work with our tribal plan, and wow, it's really good in some matchups. All right. Sweet. So what do we learn this week about Angels of Destiny in Modern? And overall, the deck worked reasonably well. We went 3-2, so a reasonable record with our deck. I guess technically 4-2 if you count the game where our opponent early scooped to Blood Moon, but we're not including that one in the final count, even though it was technically a match that we played. So Angels of Destiny. Good news, bad news. Good news is we got to see the deck be really powerful. Our combo life gain Lyra, Angel of Destiny, Aurelia plan, that worked the way we wanted it to. We're able to gain ridiculous chunks of life. We definitely got some really sweet Angel of Destiny wins. So that part of the deck worked really well. Also, we got to see the deck just be really good against fair decks. Like against decks that are playing creatures, even like Eldrazi. We played against Eldrazi Tron, and hilariously, just like Angel of Destinies and Lyras, they're just better than the Eldrazi, as weird as that sounds. So our creatures are really, really good. We have a ton of life gain, even though we did lose to burn, but we did lose the die roll to burn too, which I think is part of it. But we got to see the life gain being really relevant, pulling us out of situations we were really low on life. So that's the good news. Like, the deck actually feels really insane against decks that are playing fairly, decks that are playing creatures, and decks that are playing like Lightning Bolt, Fatal Pushes, and removal. All those things our deck is really good against. On the other hand, we do got a problem a little bit with the deck too, which is we got to see our deck against like Restore Balance, which is kind of an unfair spell-based deck, and the same would be true of Storm and other unfair spell-based combo decks. And those matchups, Angels of Destiny, not really going to be very good. So that's the drawback. Really good against fair decks, pretty bad against the unfair decks because we don't really have disruption. We're Boros. It's not like we have counter spells. We do have some good sideboard cards like Graveyard Hates and Boils for specific matchups, but it's not like we just win the game. We don't have any cards that just win the game or really slow down the unfair decks. And our Angels, even though they're super powerful once they get going, and we can ramp into them thanks to Cleansing Wildfire, thanks to our Mind Stones, in reality, we're just not fast enough to race the unfair combo decks, so that's the downside of the deck. But really, Modern's in a pretty fair place, and the deck actually worked really well. I was impressed with Angel of Destiny itself. It gained so much life. Lyra was good, the rest of our Angels were good, so I actually really like this deck, and it was more competitive and more fun than I thought it was going to be. Plus, we got to play Angel of Destiny without just being a typical boring life gain deck that we've seen a million times before, so I was happy that we got to do something a little bit different with Angel of Destiny. So anyway, that's better against odds for this week. Angels of Destiny for Modern. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.